Good morning, one and all. So last class we are discussing about the problems on OC and SC test. So now today we are discussing about the Sampner test. Sampner's test. So OC and SC test is always used to calculation or a performance of a transformer is to be calculated. So that means efficiency of a transformer is to be calculated by using OC and SC test. So second one is Sampner test. It should be used to calculation of temperature rise. Temperature rise. Not only for temperature, so which is also used to calculating the efficiency of a transformer. Efficiency of a transformer. So Sampner test is also called as a back-to-back test. Back-to-back test. So that means, so previously OC and SC test is to be conducted on two separate circuits. So one is the open circuit test. So in the test, secondary of a transformer is to be open circuited. So we can applying the rated voltage of a primary winding. So when we are getting the three parameters, voltage, current and power. So second one is the short circuit test is always conducted on HV side. So in that also we are getting the three parameters, short circuit voltage, short circuit current and short circuited power. So in this, when we are getting the two parameters, one is the iron losses, second one is copper losses. So these two are the two independent circuits. Then only by combining of these two parameters only when we are getting the efficiency of a transformer by using OC and SC test. But in case of a back-to-back test means, so even single circuit is to be performing the both the functions, either OC test as well as short circuit test. So based on these two tests, when we are getting the temperature rise and also efficiency of a transformer is to be easily calculated. So first of all, we can draw the circuit diagram of a transformer. So in this, first of all, so when we are getting, so positive and negative or supply terminals is always connected to phase and neutral. So which is equal to phase and neutral. So which is to be directly connected to the voltmeter. How much amount of voltage is to be applied across the transformer, which is to be measured by a voltmeter. Corresponding current is also measured by ammeter, so which is to be connected to the wattmeter. So wattmeter is to be consists of two coils. So one is the pressure coil and current coil. So in this, so these are the two terminals. These are the two terminals. So the primary of a transformer. So in this, so when we are connecting the in this fashion, another transformer like this. So these two are the primaries of both the transformers. The secondaries of transformer. So these two are connected in series. So when we are getting the voltage across these two parameters is to be measured by voltmeter. So to operate the secondaries of transformer, which is to be connected across the switch. Another one is these two terminals. So which is also is equal to plus and minus. These two are two terminals again. So because of supply terminals, which is equal to AC voltage. So which is AC voltage, which is to be connected across the voltmeter, ammeter and finally wattmeter, which is to be directly connected. So this is the circuit diagram of a Sumner's test. Sumner's test. So in this, so one is the positive terminal, and which is also represented as a positive and negative terminal. Positive and negative terminal. So this is the wattmeter W1. So which is equal to V1 and I1. So which is equal to V2, I2, W2. So which is equal to W2. So these are the back-to-back connections of a transformer. Back-to-back connections of a transformer means which is also called as a Sumner test. So what is the main objective of a Sumner test? So which is used to measurement of temperature rise and efficiency. So initially the primaries of both the transformers are to be directly connected to the supply voltage. So in this, switch S is always open circuited. So in this, the secondaries of both the transformers are connected in series with phase opposition. So phase opposition means, so just like whatever the voltage is to be generated in a secondary of a one transformer is always opposite to that of another transformer. So resultant voltage is equal to 0. So whatever the voltage is to be existing between these two terminals is always measured by voltmeter is also is equal to 0. So in this, the primaries of both the transformers are connected in parallel across the supply. So for example, when we are considering as a 115 divided by 230 volts transformer, let us assume 115 by 230 volts. So open circuit test is always conducted on LV side. Short circuit test is always conducted on HV side. So in this, so these are the primaries of both the transformers is to be represented with the 115 volts. Secondaries of transformers is to be represented with the 230 volts. So in this 115 volts, or so when we are applying the supply voltage across the auto transformer, so this is the auto transformer. So by varying of auto transformer, we can increase the voltage from 0 to 270, but primaries of both the transformers is to be represented with the 115. So rated amount of voltage is to be applied by varying of auto transformer from 0 to 115. Rated voltage of a primary of a transformers, that much amount of voltage is to be applied by the auto transformer. So which is to be directly circulated, or which is to be because of these two are in parallel. Required amount of voltage is to be applied across the primaries of both the transformers. So secondary or switch is to be open circuited. These two are connected in series with phase opposition. Resultant voltage across these two must be is equal to 0. So that means secondary side of your transformers are open circuited. So in this, whenever the rated voltage is to be applied across the primaries of both the transformers, so we will getting the three parameters. So one is the input voltage, corresponding current is to be drawn from the supply, so which is equal to I1. Wattmeter reading or whatever the core losses is to be existing in a transformer is also represented by a W1. So which is equal to V1 is always is equal to 115 volts. V1 is equal to 115 volts. I1 is equal to no load current. No load current is to be drawn from the supply for the both the transformers. In parallel connection, so current is to be equally distributed because of we are considered as a two identical transformers. So I1 or no load current of each transformer, I0 is equal to I1 divided by 2. So because of these two are two identical transformers, so whatever the losses is to be existing or whatever the current is to be drawn from the supply, so which is always is equal to I1 divided by 2. If it is possible, we are connecting the no load current no load current. So another one is W1. So W1 is always getting the core losses of both the transformers. Core losses of both the transformers. So core losses of, that means W naught of each transformer is equal to W1 divided by 2. W1 divided by 2. So that means total losses, because of these two are identical transformers, when we are getting the total iron loss of a transformer which is equal to W1. So W1 is the double the transformers or iron losses of both the transformers. If you have to find out the iron losses of each transformer is equal to W1 divided by 2. W1 divided by 2. So this is the operation of a open circuit test. Open circuit test. So in this test, S1 is open circuited. Secondaries of both the transformers are connected in series with phase opposition. Resultant voltage across these two terminals is equal to 0. So when we are applying the rated voltage of a primary winding is to be applied by using auto transformer. Corresponding voltage, current and wattmeter readings is to be measured by a voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter. So when we are getting three parameters, V1, I1, W1. So if you have to find out the parameters of each transformer is equal to V1 is equal to 115, I0 is equal to whatever the value is to be coming from the ammeter divided by 2 when we are getting the no load current of each transformer. No load current of each transformer. W0 is equal to iron loss of each transformer is equal to W1 divided by 2. W1 divided by 2. So this is the procedure for open circuit test. So second one is again switch is to be closed. Switch is to be closed. So in this procedure, whatever the voltage again, so this auto transformer and second transformer, so which is also auto transformer, these two are in, or whatever the supply is to be coming from the auto transformer is also parallel connection. So that means same amount of voltage is to be applied across the second transformer. So by varying of small voltage, so because of secondary side is to be open, secondary side is to be short circuited. So how it is to be getting the short circuited? Because of switch is to be closed. Switch is to be closed. So in this procedure, so the primaries of both the transformers or current flowing through the primary of both the transformers are circulating in this fashion. Circulating in this fashion. So this is the circulating currents or no load current. The path of a no load current. The path of a no load current. So that means whenever the voltage as well as currents is to be applied to the secondaries of a transformer, so in primary side, so the complete current is to be circulating in between the windings. In between the windings. So there is no current is to be fed back to the supply. There is no current is to be fed back to the supply. So that means secondary side is to be short circuit. So this is the short circuit test is to be conducted on LV side, HV side. So HV side means LV side is to be completely short circuited. Whatever the current is to be circulating through the LV side, so which is to be circulating in this path. In this path. So small amount of voltage is to be applied across the secondary of a transformer. Secondary of a transformer. So then, so corresponding full load current is to be flowing through the primary, secondary of a or LV winding of a transformer corresponding, which is to be getting the three parameters. So one is the V2, I2 and W2. So again when we are getting three parameters. So one is the V2. So how it is to be getting these three parameters? So because of switch is to be closed. So second LV winding or LV side. So these two windings are short circuited. So full load current is to be flowing through the LV winding by applying the HV winding. By applying the HV winding. So that means small amount of voltage is to be applied to the transformer. Corresponding full load current is to be flowing through the LV winding. So that much amount of or copper losses is to be measured by the W2. So in this procedure when we are neglecting the iron losses, because of small amount of voltage is to be applied, voltage is directly proportional to flux. So small amount of flux in the sense iron loss is also very small. So iron losses are small in the sense, so the magnitude of full load copper losses are always more than that of iron losses. So based on the magnitude, so iron losses is to be neglected. Finally, when we are getting V2, I2 and W2. So V2 is equal to approximately 10 to 12 volts. 10 to 12 volts. Even though when we are applying the small amount of voltage across the secondary of a transformer, full load current is to be flowing through the LV side. Full load current is to be flowing through the LV side. So corresponding full load current is to be flowing through the secondary or LV side. So W2 is equal to W2 is always is equal to W is equal to 2 into WSC because of double the full load current, double the full load losses is to be getting by the W2. So if you have to find out the full load copper losses of each transformer is equal to W2 divided by 2. W2 divided by 2. So based on these two parameters, so previously, so independently we are connecting the iron losses as well as full load copper losses. But in case of a Sampana test, so which is the back-to-back connections. So one is the open circuit test, another one is short circuit test. So open circuit in the sense, so which is to open circuited across the voltage. These two are in series opposition, resultant is equal to 0, which is open circuited when we are getting 3 parameters. Finally, W0 is equal to W1 divided by 2. So second one is, so whenever the by applying the voltage, small amount of voltage across the secondaries of a transformer. So that means corresponding primary side which is to be circulating through the short circuited current when we are getting W2. W2 is always is equal to double the full load copper loss of a transformer because of these two are two identical transformers. So if you have to find out the full load copper loss of each transformer is equal to W2 divided by 2. So why we are equally divided into two parts? So because of, first of all, these two are identical transformers. Two identical transformers. So such as either 2 kVA and 115 by 230. So both the transformer ratings should be same. Then only Sampana test is to be conducted. Okay, WS is equal to W2 by 2. So by conducting of Sampana test, when we are getting W0 and WSC. So these are the iron losses, full load copper losses. If you have to find out the efficiency of a transformer is equal to output divided by input. So efficiency is equal to output divided by output plus losses. So losses in the sense W0 plus WSC. So these two values are now by using Sampana test. So one is the W0, another one is WSC. Total losses are known value. Output is equal to V2I2 cos phi 2 divided by V2I2 cos phi 2 plus iron losses plus copper losses into 100. So when we are getting the efficiency of a transformer. Another one is temperature rise. So how it is to be calculating the temperature rise? So temperature rise means, so whenever the transformers or these two windings are completely dipped into a transformer oil. So which is to be operates on short circuit test or full load current. So in this, when we are considered as a regular intervals of time, so corresponding temperature rise in a oil or temperature rise in a transformer is also calculated for the regular intervals of time. So based on those parameters, when we are getting the temperature rise during the full load copper losses. So in this test is only applicable for small range of transformers. Otherwise, so this type of test is to be conducted on large rating of a transformer. Large amount of short circuit current is to be flowing through the LV side. So based on those currents is to be burn out the LV windings. So that's why Sampana test is always conducted on small range of transformers. So because of full load current is to be completely buried by the LV windings. So that means small amount of currents only applicable. So that's why which is Sampana test is always applicable for small range of transformers. So Sampana test is also called as a back-to-back test. So which is to be used to temperature rise and efficiency. So in this test, when we are getting the two types of losses, iron loss and copper losses. So iron losses is to be calculated by using topmost portion or copper losses is to be calculated by the downmost portion. So in this, initially switch is to be open circuited again. So these two are connected in series and phase opposition. So these two are connected in parallel across the supply. So by applying the auto transformer by using rated voltage of a LV windings, so which is equal to 0, voltmeter is equal to 0, just like which is to be acts as a open circuited. So in this, whatever the losses is to be existing in a transformer, which is to be measured by a W1, which is equal to W0 is equal to W1 by 2. So these are the iron loss of each transformer. Second one is when we are applying the small amount of voltage across the secondary side. So corresponding LV side is to be full load currents is to be flowing through the LV side. So when we are getting the, again 3 parameters, V2, I2 and W2. V2 is equal to small voltage, W2 is equal to 2 into WSC, WSC is equal to 2 W2 divided by 2. So efficiency is equal to output by input, output divided by output plus losses. These two losses is to be calculated by the Sumner test. So output is equal to V2 I2 into cos phi 2 divided by V2 I2 cos phi 2 plus W0 into copper losses, full load copper losses. So these are the efficiency. So temperature rise is to be calculated during the operating conditions. So we can applying the full load currents of a transformer. So when we are getting the regular intervals of values. So that means temperature rise of a oil is to be calculated by the regular intervals of time. So based on those intervals, when we are getting the how much amount of temperature is to be rise from no load to full load conditions. No load to full load conditions. So these are the Sumner test. Sumner's test.